It's a wee bit stormy all of a sudden.
Sylvando, this ship of yours is not about to sink, is it?
Don't mention the S-word! I'll have us out of this in just a jiffy!
I smell fresh flesh.
That voice, where is it coming from?
Oh, yeah! Oh.
Tremble before the mighty Elusive, faithful servant of the Lord of Shadows and ruler of the deep. You dare to enter my realm unbidden. Know that an insult to me is an insult to my lord and master. Prepare to pay with your lives.
You're the one who'll be paying, you great big slimy so-and-so! Get a load of this! Are you having me on? I just blasted you with pearly gates and you barely even flinched!
The awe with which my lord and master entrusted me renders all your petty human enchantments null and void. Now join me in the blackest depths of despair.
And what, might I ask, are you staring at? Is there something stuck to my face? All right, all right. It is rather an imposing appearance, I agree. Why don't we try another? No, still no good. Well, if at first you don't succeed.
Not settling on a particular form, hmm? That rather makes me think you might not know who I am. In your world, I am known as the Seer. I take on different appearances for different people, you see. By which I mean to say that I look different depending on who is doing the looking. But enough about me. How's the fishing? Caught anything? No, I didn't think so. You're not ready yet, you see. When the time comes, you will know it. When the fish finally takes the bait, you must be ready to reel it in. But until then, you have no choice but to wait patiently. That is just the way of life. You know, I have the strangest feeling I've met one of your companions. Eric, was it? Well, no matter. We are not here to discuss him. Come, let us go inside. We can save the fishing for another day. Take your seat. Make yourself at home. Now, the fact that you're here makes me wonder if you might have taken a bit of a wrong turn somewhere. Hold still for just a moment. So that's it. Worried we've lost the power of the luminary, are we? Well, I'm afraid there's not much I can do about that. But there is one thing I can say. You may think that your power has been taken from you by the Lord of Shadows. But power cannot be taken, no more than it can be touched or tasted. Especially not the power of the luminary. Still no idea what I'm talking about, huh? Well, no matter. I think that's enough for now. Let me leave you with this thought. When the time comes, you will know. You will feel the tug on the line, and you will know. As in fishing, so in life. Oh, that's right. You're drowning, aren't you? That won't do at all. Well, don't fret. A certain sacred tree tells me it's not your time just yet. Right. We'd better get you woken up, hadn't we? You are the luminary, after all. You have rather an important task to be getting on with. Go. Save the world.
Darling, you're alive! Oh, thank goodness!
When you took that tumble into the sea back there, we all thought you were done for, laddie. Oh, it was terrible. We tried to fish you out, but you slipped beneath the waves before we could get to you. But then, well, it was nothing short of a miracle. There was a bright light, and suddenly, there you were, floating up from the seabed. Somehow we managed to pull you out of the water, give that big, slimy so-and-so the slip, and get here to safety. I still don't know quite how we did it.
What's the matter, honey? You look like you've seen a ghost. You're kidding. You were fishing and you met a person called the Seer and they turned into a dog? Oh, come on, silly Billy. You were just dreaming, that's all. You were out for a long time.
You have been through quite an ordeal. You need rest. As do we all. Come.
Whoop.
Put courage in your heart and lightning in your hand.
There'll be time enough for staring out to sea tomorrow, laddie. Come on, let's get you to bed.
All is well that ends well.
Such pain. Such despair. I am helpless, powerless, bound by the chains of regret.
If only I could go back. I would gladly accept eternal damnation just to go back to that day.
Please, hear my plea. You must free this restless knight from his prison of despair.
So we all had the same dream, eh? Just like people have been saying. The poor knight bemoaning his fate, asking to go back.
Oh, it was tragic. He looked so desperate. I wish there was something we could do to help, but we don't know who he is, or even where he is.
Maybe not. But that was Drasilian armor he was wearing. There's no doubt about that. What do you say, laddie? Shall we go and see what's become of Dundrasil now that this blasted darkness has engulfed the world?
Victory is ours.
Score one for the good guys!
is well that ends well. Diligence is its own reward. Victory is ours. All is well that ends well.
And stay down. Take heart! Victory! There's life in the old dog yet!
Fabulous, darling!
Not bad at all. This place was in ruins the last time we came. But this is something else. Ah, it fair breaks my heart. Where was I? Ah, yes. It should be around here somewhere. Would you boys do me a favor and shift this little lot?
Well, don't just stand there, darling. If I'm getting my hands dirty, you are too.
Where does this stairway lead, Lord Robert?
To an underground passage that runs beneath the castle. It was meant to allow the royal family to flee should Drasilian ever come under attack. Right. Let's get in there and see if we can find some clues to the identity of our restless knight, shall we?
Such pain, such despair. How dare you? How dare you return here? Be gone, servants of evil! You took everything. You destroyed everything. You monsters! I will never forgive you!
I'm keen to have a wee chat with our friend here, but something tells me he's got other things in mind. I almost feel bad about this.
Do not give in!
I almost feel bad about this.
Do not give in!
Pull your socks up. not done yet! Pull your socks up!
Do not give in! Not give in!
And stay down.
Such pain. You took my beloved Eleanor. You took my boy. I will never forgive you!
Eleanor. But that's the old queen's name, which would make you...
Erwin, last king of Dundrasil. Just as I thought. A great man, and a fine warrior too, as you've just witnessed. And, most importantly of all, your father. I'm sorry the two of you had to meet like this. What happened to you, Erwin? Come on, laddie. Look at me. What in the...
At last you have come. Long have I waited for a kindly soul to free my restless night from his misery.
The voice from the dream.
You are correct, of course. Before you kneels Erwin, King of Dundrasil. All those long years ago, on that darkest of days, he fought to the last The light of justice sustained him, and he refused to yield to the darkness. But with time, that light has waned, and all that remains is the tortured soul you see before you. Lost between light and dark, life and death. I beg of you, help him, free him from his nightmare. Shine the light of hope into the darkness of his despair.
The voice. It's gone again. Who is she?
That'll have to wait. Erwin here needs our help. But what are we supposed to do to help him?